Hey everybody, I'm going to walk Miss Mila here through a little bit of a stretching routine. I just watched her bust it out pretty hard with Sean, and I'm just going to help her release some of those muscles, kind of like a head to toe easy stretch that you can just do after any one of your BodyRock workouts. Sound good, Miss Mila?
Yeah,
awesome.
Let's do this.
Okay, so start with your right arm. Just bring your right arm across. You can separate your legs, you got it? Just stretching the tricep, the back of your arm. Yeah, exactly. And now take your right wrist and put it on your hip, the right hip. Exactly. And then just think of pulling your elbow towards the front. Yeah.
Like this?
You got it.
Okay.
And then bring your other arm out. Same thing. Cross it over. So it's good to do this. It'll help you actually, if you always stretch after, it'll help the distribution of the lactic acid so everything doesn't just get all stuck. So you don't get so sore after. Yeah. Left wrist, left hip. And also, keeping the strength and the flexibility and balance is really good for your workouts too, because if you actually, the more flexible you are and the more range of motion you have access to, the better you actually, in some ways, you'll be able to do a lot of those exercises. Yeah. You have good flexibility for sure. But it's important, I think people overlook it quite often.
Because it's good. You have to stretch after these workouts.
So now bring your right foot forward and just turn your back foot kind of on a 45-degree angle so that your left hip is sort of coming forward a bit more. So just this back foot, bring it forward this way a little bit. Just like that. Okay. Exactly. And then from here, bring your hands to the floor. Now you might need to keep a bend in the front leg, guys, depending on the flexibility in the back of your right leg. But Mila looks okay, so if you can straighten your leg, Mila, yeah. And then just bring your head down. And now if you can lift your toe, your right foot toes, off the floor, yeah. And then lower them. Yep. And then lift them up. And lower them. Good, and one more time. Yeah, and lower. Good. Yeah, and then switch your feet. So same thing, just drop down for a second, stretching the back leg here. If you can, straighten it. Yeah, drop your head. Good, and then lift your foot. And lower. And lift. And lower. Good, one more time, lift. Nice, lower. Step your feet together. So you might need to keep a bend in the knees. Maybe just turn to the side and that, okay? Yeah, so that they can see. So, a little bit more. So you might need to keep a bend in the knees, guys, again, if the legs are tight. Otherwise, just drop down. So just let your body hang, yep. And then keeping a bend in the knees if the hamstrings are tight. Otherwise, start to shift the body weight more into the toes. So if you shift the weight forward, Mila, into the toes, exactly. So your hips will come in line with your ankles. Exactly, and then just stay there for a second. You might even be able to wrap your back of your hands behind your feet like this. And just pull your chest forward a little bit, exactly. Yeah. Tight?
Yeah.
Feel it a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels good.
And then just slowly roll up from your lower spine, rolling up like this, rolling, rolling, rolling. Head up last. Good, and then turn to the side again. Lift your right knee up and just hug it into the center. Yeah, and just rotate your ankle a few times. Good, and then bring your knee over to the side just to stretch your glute. Awesome. And then grab the back of the foot and just hug your heel towards your butt. Perfect, yeah. Nice. And then let that foot down. Lift your knee. Hug it into the chest. It might only be here or as high as you can. Exactly, rotate the ankle. Good, and then across. Awesome. And then grabbing behind the hip flexor. Yeah. And then hands on the floor. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. Good. You ever do this one?
No.
Good for stretching here, the glute. So you'll see how Mila's body's over to the side. You want to just bring yourself a little bit more center. So you're just going to bring this left hip forward.
my shoes up.
Yeah. Well, this foot you can actually bring here, out here a little bit. Yep, that's it. And now bring your hip forward. There you go. And just think of keeping this leg straight. You can actually relax the back of your left foot too. Good, yeah. And then, does this feel pretty tight right here?
A little bit, not
Not
too
too
much.
bad. So if you can, then you can take it a little deeper just by bringing your hands down. That's good. Yeah. Feel that one there, probably?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good. Exactly. So stay there just for a second. That's a really good one to do after any kind of running or jumping or skipping.
Or here.
Mm-hmm. Good, and then you can switch. The other leg comes forward, so left knee to left wrist. And same thing, so you want to just bring this hip forward so you're more square, and you may need to pull this foot this way in order to do that. You got it, yeah, and then coming down again. That was such a girly laugh you just did. Oh.
Oh, this feels good.
And wherever you feel it, like I always find if I'm centered and if I turn a little bit to that side with my body, feel it in a different place. So you can kind of move your body around to find where you're feeling a little bit tighter. And then hands on the floor. Just push back, drop your heels to the floor. Good, so drop your head down straight. That's it. And you can actually, so that you feel this even more, you can walk your hands out a little bit further. More actually this way.
Okay.
Yeah, and then push back through. So you're always thinking, guys, of dropping the shoulders back. Yes, and then down. So you're nice and wide, and then the shoulders are dropping down the back. And then just stretching the whole upper chest. And if you look forward, Mila, and just think of bringing your chest to the floor, you'll stretch even into here a little bit more. Yeah. Does that feel good?
Yeah.
Good one. Awesome. And then slowly walk your hands towards your feet again. And if you wouldn't mind just turning that way for a second, step your leg out, your right leg out, and just with a flat back, you can pigeon toe your toes in a little bit. With a flat back, come all the way down towards the floor. Good. Just bring your hands on the floor to start. And again, shift the weight into the toes. So bringing the weight forward here.
Here?
Yeah, like your body weight comes into your toes.
Okay.
Exactly, yes. And then just drop down again. And just try to lock your knees as you lift your butt up to the ceiling. Perfect. And then if you want, interlace your fingers behind your back. Good, so like this.
Okay.
Yes. Palms together. Yes, and now drop your head and bring your arms this way. This is the last one we'll do. Good. So just think of more and more. You're going to be thinking of releasing and relaxing through here and bringing your hands actually right to the floor. And again, keep shifting the weight into the toes, guys, and keep trying to lock the knees at the same time. That's a really good one for the shoulders. Feel it?
Yeah.
That feels so good, guys, after you've done like a ton of push-ups or tricep dips or any of that kind of thing.
Oh, it feels good.
Yeah, she could probably actually be good to stay there for an hour, so that's enough. You guys can stop. I'm gonna keep her here for a little bit.